G'day, it's Mark here again, and while our friends in America are freezing, it's hot and sweltering over here. Just mowed the lawns and thought I'd take the opportunity to show you my 1986 Ford F250 XLT Lariat. I've had this vehicle for quite some time now. Bought them when they were pretty cheap. I mean, they weren't really worth a lot of money. They're called bullnose because of this sort of shape here. This design came out in 1980. And went through till about 86. I think 87 it then had a different front end which wasn't as nice. It was a bit more flat and simpler. But also had independent front suspension. That was kind of a big upgrade for these trucks back in 1980. This has always been my favourite. I really like the Broncos in this series as well. I think they look far better than the later ones. So I wanted one of these. I particularly wanted this colour, which is like you'd have to look it up in the brochure. I do have the brochure somewhere, like a metallic brown with a sort of cream with a two-tone. That's a factory colour, and I kind of feel if I was back in 1986 and I was ordering a brand new one, that's the colour I'd order. It had sort of early sort of to mid full-size Ford steel caps, which were available on these trucks, but I like these XLT wheel covers, so I had those fitted. It's a two-wheel drive, long wheelbase. It has the 460 cubic inch 7.5 litre V8. That's the engine I wanted as well. Basically, I bought this truck as per how I would spec it if I was buying it brand new. It's a bit tight here in the shed. That's my 71 Imperial, which I will feature on the channel down the track. Drove across America and that. It's got very rare 71 Imperial with factory four-wheel anti-lock brakes. First car in the world, production car to have four-wheel anti-lock brakes. If you look at my avatar, you'll see that's the car. But the rear here has the nice silver garnish on the back. It also has the chrome rear bumper. You may not be able to see that. On the top here, you've got this capping just to protect the beds, and you've got these sort of tie-down hooks here. You've also got at the top here these rear light, just a bed light, and then you've got these windows that also open up, for pass-through. I don't really like side steps, but these had just like little side steps here. And this actually was originally used as, this had a topper on it, which is like a camper. And that's what it was used for. I bought it out of California. XLT, so you've got the nice cloth or velour interior, nice door trims, a chrome, power windows, central locking. And then if you look at the interior here, the velour interior, like really nicely appointed. High series interior light with the map reading lights. You've also got this sunglasses holder up here, and then coin holders as well. These different denominations have got their spring loaded, so they hold the coins in for tolls and things. These days you have electronic little pencil holder or pen holder, which actually is really useful. I actually do use that. The interior I love. Just if you know the fan of the channel and you watch the other videos, fake wood grain, I'm a big fan of that. Comprehensive instrumentation. It's got about 70,000 miles on it, I think. That's all original. You can see the speedometer, trip meter. It's got a tacho, fuel gauge, oil gauge, temperature, and amps. Also cruise control. So it's a really nicely equipped truck. I'll show you the engine, where it all happens. It's got two fuel tanks, and it's petrol V8, so it likes to drink. You've got one fuel filler there, and then one behind the other rear wheel arch. Side mirrors, which I actually fitted those. I think it was missing a mirror when I got it. When I bought it, the roof and the bonnet were kind of faded, sun faded, and I had those repainted. Here's the engine here. I've added a decal. I didn't really have a decal. 460 4V, that's what it's got in it. You can see I've got my trusty rat sack here, keep any unwanted mice away, and I've also got another one over there. It's a great idea, strongly recommend if you live or if you collect old cars. They sit in the shed for a while, put a rat sack in the interior, and then at least one in the engine bay. Normally in the V of the engine if you've got a lot of V8s. For some reason rats and mice like making a nest there, little rat bags. Anyway, factory 460, as I mentioned, and yeah, it's just a fantastic truck. Really enjoy it. I have used it quite a bit. Put a new radiator in it. That's one thing I did need to do. I've done a few things to it. New master cylinder as well for the brakes. But yeah, it's just a really good truck. I have used it quite a bit. And yeah, just practical. I've also got a Ranchero. And if you check out the channel, which I've got a video on the Ranchero I just uploaded the other day. If you also check out the channel, you'll see I've got a 1957 Ford F250, which is in the process of being restored. So yeah, check that out. There's about 4 or 5 parts there. Just the progress. It's fairly slow progress on the restoration, but you know, we're sort of getting there. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. See you later.